So my name is Joe Santarpia. I'm an art teacher here at Oregon Middle School. Me and Thea came up with the idea to have the kids make a printmaking book. So the book was kind of the final component, but they had to do stencil making and jelly block printing. The stencils that they had to make were based on 4 categories. They had to come up with a stencil that represented their higher self, right? What they want for themselves. One that represents their fears or self-doubts. Another stencil that represents a coping skill that they plan to use. And at the beginning of this project, we watched Inside Out 2, and I had them look at positive and negative coping skills. Because at their age, especially entering high school, things are going to start to get a little choppy for them, and they're going to face things that are very uncomfortable, whether it's family, school, whatever. And the 4th stencil they had to design was a way that they plan to connect or help others. So those are their 4 designs that they had to make. They use stencil paper, jelly block prints, and their book covers were the last piece. It could just be an image or a design, or it could be like something that really represented, or a landscape, something that's related to the content on the inside.
This project began with introducing some yoga and movement and concepts of yoga and some sound elements, and the students connected that to social emotional learning and understanding how their feelings can be expressed through symbols. Then they use those symbols to create printmaking, put the printmaking in books, did a lot of research behind that about how they felt about certain things. And the book then had an artist statement which expressed what those symbols meant to them, and then they also shared these books with each other, and they'll show them later on to the school. And it was really all about the social emotional learning and being in touch with their feelings and learning how to have processes to deal with their feelings.
I chose a bookshelf, a bird in a cage, a letter block, and like a heart holding hands. And the reason I chose those is because I chose the bookshelf because it represents reading and also was like stepping stools for like growth. For the bird in the cage, I chose it because it represents isolation and like detachment from others, which is something that I really struggle with because I have social anxiety. I chose the letter block because it represents journaling, which is also another one of my strengths. And the heart holding hands because it represents like holding hands to support others and like to show that you actually care for other people. And also the covers of our books were based off of our strengths as well, and like how we feel. Like the whole project was based off of it.